So it's Sherelle with your cousin who oils. We want to thank you so much for being with us on our premiere. What we're going to do today is just have you guys get to know us and start this journey with us. So first, I want to introduce our first sister cousin, Miss Nakia. Hey, Nakia.
Hello.
Hey, cousin.
Right. Hey, girl. Hey.
And so we're actually going to have Jocelyn interview Nakia.
Okay, I am ready. You ready, girl?
I'm ready. I'm
Ready? Okay. So, Nakia, how did you get started with oils?
So I was looking for an alternative to regular fragrances, like candles and air fresheners and things like that. Mm-hmm. And I would much rather have natural scents going in my home because I have babies and I didn't want to walk around just, spraying a bunch of aerosols and burning candles for them to possibly knock over. So I thought that the diffuser idea was really cool because you can literally run your hand over the mist and it's never hot. So, but you get the fragrance. So I like that. And, and then learning about the health benefits, and I love it in my laundry. That's a video.
That's a video.
So yes, that's a video. So I just one by one found a lot of helpful uses for it.
Awesome. So far, what has been your favorite aspect of your wellness journey when it transitioned from becoming, I just need to replace these candles, these toxic candles, and not, put my babies at risk of being burned? When did it switch from, or after it switched from being like, this has health benefits too? What has been your favorite aspect of the wellness part of this journey?
Okay, so I have serious seasonal allergies and sinus issues.
Allergies or sinus.
And we can't say allergies.
We could say seasonal discomfort.
In Kia terms, then. So I have a hard time every spring, and I realize that I need to clean the air in my house and have my floors clean and, all of that. And I don't want to use harsh cleaning products. And also the smell of the harsh cleaning products really bothered me. So I just needed like a light scent, and something comforting and relaxing, but also cleaning.
Yeah.
And I found that with like thieves, lemon, peppermint, and that seems to just really, it really does the trick for me, and especially incorporating those into my diffuser as well as in my cleaning routine. I find that it just helps me get through the season a lot better.
That's a really great answer, because specifically, I know one of your favorite blends right now as we're entering spring is what?
Is the lemon. I like lemon, peppermint, and lavender.
Yes. And if you ask any girl who does Young Living, that is like a mainstay as the seasons start changing.
Oh yeah.
It definitely helps with those discomforts. So that's really cool that you found something practical that you could use, feel safe using, feel comfortable using, not worried about using in excess. So that's
right.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And I'm learning to replace some of my favorite scents, like candles that I used to have to buy over and over and over again. And one of my favorite candles actually is discontinued. And I looked it up online and I tried to go to the stores to find it, and I was unable to. And I was able to kind of look up the fragrance online and kind of match the scents. And guess what else? I do not have to rebuy it nearly as often as I used to have to buy the candle, because the candles burn out so fast. And like I can literally get this little bottle of oil and mix together the fragrances. And it kind of smells like my favorite candle, but it's much healthier and it lasts way longer and my house smells good.
I love that answer. And you just made me remember that we all forgot to tell our cousins what we're wearing. I'm wearing Palo Santo tonight on my neck. What are you?
Oh, are you fancy?
It sounds fancy, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but ain't no telling.
Well, I'm in the middle of work training and school assignments, so I've got a peace and calming going on.
Okay. Limonene. That's in peace and calming.
Yeah, and joy smells great too. Joy makes you happy.
It does a drop on my heart every day. I heard someone say that once, and I laughed at them internally, not out loud. And then I became her. I became that girl.
And you became her.
Yeah, I shouldn't have laughed.
Yeah.
What are you wearing, Alana, tonight?
I have on Progescence Plus, but I also brought out Vetiver.
Okay, I love that.
New favorites, calming and, relaxation.
Absolutely. Helps with focus. Jazz, what are you wearing tonight?
I actually have on grapefruit.
Okay.
Energizing, uplifting. I love it. On my essential oil diffuser bracelet.
Yes, I get it from J3 JQ Jewelry. Yes.
J3 Jewelry Co.
Yeah.
We have the
I like that diffuser
in the
jewelry.
description box. We need to put that. Sherelle, what are you wearing?
Tonight I am wearing M grain. So sometimes at the end of a long day, I have tension, right? And it's sometime after a bad night, I may wake up with it. So I'll just put it on because I have my little roller.
Oh yeah, your fitment. I love
it. And I just, yeah. And it smells really good. And it works. It's effective.
We're gonna let you do the M grain video because you use
that I'm super excited. I've been using this a lot more, and I'm like, oh wow, my tension is gone. I'm not as stressed anymore, and it's like,
it's a lifestyle.
Oh, I'll have to try that.
It's a lifestyle. It's in one of the mini kits too.
But yes, that's where I got this from, the mini kit from last year's convention. And it's not, you're not taking so much like medicine, so you're not having your kidneys to work. So I like that.
Yep. Brain, deep relief, and peppermint.
Which kit is that?
That is the
rescue.
That sounds amazing.
Mind over matter, I think.
Mind over matter.
Oh, mind over matter. Okay.
It comes. It actually, I have the little case that it comes in. Hope I don't knock anything down. It comes in this case. I'm pretty. Mind over matter.
Mind over matter. They're so cute and convenient to travel.
Try that.
But let me finish out Kia's interview before we.
Oh, there's some more because
we will go.
I've got a whole kit here, so don't get me started. She said vetiver, and I was like, yes, come on, fragrance.
Come through, relaxation.
It smells great, and the men's cologne as well. Like not just the fragrance, but the men's cologne. So
you may have already answered my last question for you, which is,
was it about a man smelling good? No.
No, not
that's important because it is important, and a lot of men like oil, and sometimes, it seems like a chick thing, but it's really not. It's really not. There are so many oils, and a lot of guys like the oil because it lasts a little longer, and they're not like women. They don't carry around perfume like in a purse or something to compulsively spray themselves all day. So they'll put that oil on, and and they're like, I like it to last. So I don't know.
One of our mentors, he puts on, what is it, Valor or
Valor?
Bruce? And
Valor.
He doesn't wear colognes. He keeps it in his pocket. He says all over his hat. So that's what he uses.
Yeah. And when I had my first baby, I had to switch over to everything. I had to change my detergent, and I love fragrances. I don't know if you guys can tell that by now or not. But I had to stop wearing perfume. I couldn't wear my scented lotion or anything because his skin was so sensitive. And then even after having the baby, my skin was a lot more sensitive than it was before. So, I had to cut out all of those strong perfumes and everything.
Right.
Well, what would you say is your favorite oil? That is actually my last question for you. What and how do you use your favorite oil or supplement so far? What would you say is your fave?
Well,
You have to choose one.
just one?
I know it's
Petty. That's
hard.
just petty. That's petty to
Hard
make me pick
question.
one.
Hard
Okay.
I
question.
It
know.
is a
Yeah.
hard question. It is a hard question. Like, I don't, I'll go with
You're on a
vetiver.
deserted
I'm
island.
going,
You can take
ask
one.
me again tomorrow. It'll be something different tomorrow and the next
Right.
day, and the next day. But today I'm rocking with vetiver
Don't
today.
take my
It's-
oil. Don't take my
Don't take
oil.
yours. You just gave me an excuse to pick a different one. No, no worries. No worries, sis. All right, so let's see. Okay, so if I'm giving vetiver to Alana today, then
Just today, huh?
I'm just today.
Okay.
I'll go with bergamot.
Oh yeah, that's in the citrus family. I love that one.
It is. It's nice. It's like citrusy, floral, even like a light floral. I like it.
It's
Yeah,
very
I
relaxing.
like that.
Very
It is.
relaxing. That's all I have for you, ma'am.
Thanks.
So who I think you're up. Who are you interviewing?
Alana, since I gave her my vetiver, right? So we'll lead into that. What do you like about vetiver? Why is it your favorite scent right now?
Because even though we're in a pandemic, it's just still always something going on. And I just love the way it makes me feel. It really relaxes you. So last night I did vetiver and lavender. And I think it was just those two. And I slept like a baby. It was wonderful.
Mm.
It, great. So
Right.
that's
You see
why
everybody shaking their head because there's nothing like some good sleep. Okay. And Lana's gonna get her sleep. Let me tell y'all that.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
if we have some evening
Sorry to say
live, if she
bye.
just drop out the video, we're gonna let you know now. She's not acting funny. She's gonna get her sleep.
She going to
She
sleep.
She
She's
has her behavior
gone.
going on, and sis is going to sleep. We're gonna be a
Yes.
cousin
Right.
short. So don't y'all ask for no late
Don't
night
say
lives
bye.
because she's
She
not
really
gonna get all the
just
cousins.
Mm-mm.
9 p.m.
you know
is the
how
cutoff.
important that is.
That's the cutoff.
I just love it. And vetiver, I've had it, but it's new. That's what I love about the oils. You can just pick something new every day and be like, okay, let's see how
My
Mhm.
body responds to this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just fun.
Mhm.
Really.
So how did you get into oils? How'd you get oily? Where did it start?
Okay, so a few years ago, my little sister, who is with used to be with Young Living, she, had it. And so she, of course, you see it. I wasn't there yet. So then I have a cousin who's oily, and I just saw how she reacted to it, how, when we would be together, something was going on, she'd pull them out. And so I wasn't ready yet.
Okay.
And then Jocelyn, this summer, was talking about them, and I was ready. Like, I had got in my mind that I was ready for a clean lifestyle for me and my family. Like you, Nakia, with cleaning, the boys have asthma, seasonal discomfort. It's always something. So it was time for a lifestyle change. And I needed it. We needed it.
Right.
And there was Jocelyn to the rescue.
Oh,
I'm
put
glad.
that
I'm glad.
halo on.
Oh.
Right. So, okay, so you said it took a second, you didn't start off oily, let me tell y'all, she full blown greasy now. All right. So it took you a second, and you were able to see the way that it affected someone, someone else, or helped someone else, and it was enough to convince you.
Right.
What would you want to pass on to someone else? Like, I'm on the street. I don't know anything about oils. give me the pitch, sis. What do you want me to know? How is it going to change my life?
I want people to try the real deal. Young Living therapeutic grade oils. I just want people to, because I wasn't there yet. And I understand that some people may not want to start that journey, but just try it. I was talking on the phone, whatever day we was on the phone, Jocelyn, and my baby woke up coughing. And she was like, oh, do a couple drops of Raven with the carrier oil. And I promise you now, I can tell when the weather changes, okay, he, is about to be some asthma or whatever problems. I've gotten used to it. But when I say I put that Raven and that carrier oil on his chest and he did the last two and it was done. He didn't cough no more.
Wow.
Investment.
It never ceases to amaze me. So I want people to take from what we're doing is try it. Look, in your life and see where it can fit in, where it can be, like you said, if clean living, for health reasons, just try it. Give it a try. It will not fail you.
Right. And just to help, just if the FDA is listening, she used it for respiratory support, not to treat, diagnose, etc.
You're right. Right. I didn't say he won't ever.
It's not a diagnosis.
It's
Right.
Yeah. Fact. And you do have to say that, and I love that she said just try it, because you have people that go overboard, and that's why these are your cousins. You get real talk from your cousins. Right. And nobody is trying to tell you to go jump off a cliff or anything like that, because your cousins wouldn't tell you to do that. All right. Well, maybe some people cousins, but not these cousins. All right. So, it's like you sitting around the table and grandma, big mom, auntie, and, you talk to your older cousin and, she'll give you the 411 and tell you, we are accustomed to this kind of conversation in our communities. Now, it may be new for some people, but this is what we've been doing for hundreds of years. Yeah. Sitting around the table and saying, listen, baby, mix some of this up and mix some of that up and get that to that baby and he's going to be fine. Did you cancel, your insurance? No, you didn't. Did you stop going to the doctor? No, you didn't. If you needed heart surgery, you went on and you got the heart surgery, but your life was made much easier in a lot of ways by doing a series of little things that your cousin and your auntie and your granny and your great grandma told you to do. So, you hang out with your cousins. You might be doing some things the hard way. Like Alana says, just try it. And, whatever works for you, works for you.
Right. Everybody.
And if it don't work, try something else.
Exactly.
All right, Alana, I'm done. It's on you.
I had fun with you, cousin.
It
was painless, right? It was painless.
Okay, let's see. Who am I interviewing?
Your choice. Oh,
Sherelle?
Pick a cousin. Pick a cousin, any cousin.
Pick a cousin.
We left.
We just go all the way.
I'll go with sister cousin Sherelle, since she waved at me.
Hey.
Well, how did you get started with oils?
Okay, so like you, I had been exposed years ago, just randomly. I'd be at a party, somebody sitting there sniffing on peppermint, and I'm like, what's going on? And I was asked different questions. Of course, I would see them at like somebody gas station, Aldi's, but I knew enough like that ain't the oil to be trying, sis. Like, and then I just kept seeing that over and over, random questions or random people having oil, sniffing them. I was at the airport going to Texas. And when I tell you, I was waiting for my Uber, and this woman, she came and sat down with this huge book bag, and she had all these smells all over her. And I'm like, girl, what you got on? And she opened up her bag. It was like 100 bottles of oils. And she even gave me her card. It was like 3 years ago. And then now when I think back on it, she was with Young Living, y'all. She was on her way to the convention.
Wow. What?
Yeah. She was, yeah, she was on her way to the convention. I don't remember if she was coming or going, but we met up in Texas. So she was on her way, coming or going. And after I signed up and got my kit, I remembered her. So like, you plant these little nuggets, like guys, like people listening in, if you're trying to, grow your, your team, be a mentor, things like that. You do these little things. Like, it didn't happen for her that I was on like with her people, but it still planted a seed in me. And I didn't remember that until afterwards, even sitting right here, y'all. So anyway, I go through like life or whatever, still seeing this random things, but not understanding and not having the time. And I wasn't there yet, like Alana said. And so when the pandemic hit, Jocelyn invited Alana to a Wellness Wednesday, and Alana invited me. And so that's how we're all wrapped in together. And so I had the time. And so I think when I first I was already on a wellness journey, and I was trying to implement other things. Okay. And so the first thing I tried was stress away. Right. And when I tell you, it hit me like somebody gave me an injection, that's what had me hooked. It had me hooked. I was having a very eventful day that I needed a relief. And I just wrote it how she showed me, because I was very new. And then I was hooked on that. So, yeah.
That's wonderful. Oh, I forgot. I'm all in your mouth. I'm like, oh, I forgot.
I'm so glad I brought you to that meeting.
So how do you use your favorite oil or supplement with Young Living?
So, okay. So every day I'm really trying to make sure I stay hydrated. So I'll put, I have my little insulated cup, right? Every day or every night I fill up ice with water, and I like to put in probably like citrus fresh or lemon, any of the citrus I'm trying, like orange.
And you're using the Vitality, even though you showed the regular line, you showed the regular
tangerine,
Okay,
Vitality.
we got it all.
Love the Vitality oils, and to digest.
Yeah.
And if I'm feeling kind of like I need a boost as far as not feeling like under the weather, then I love to take these to the head. And when I say I take these to the head, I don't worry about no capsule. I take it straight to the head, and I'm feeling better immediately. So yeah, that's how I like to use
with
those
that
things.
I'll be looking at her like, dog, how you do that?
It looks like her. I take it just like her. I could do 5-7 drops.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And then rub it on my feet too. And I know y'all said just a few, but if I do my lavender, if I can't sleep, if I wake up, I cannot go back to sleep, I'll put the lavender in my diffuser and I rub it on my feet, and I feel like I took some Benadryl, y'all, a couple of them, and I'm just like relaxed.
Lavender is wonderful.
Yeah,
I put lavender.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I put lavender in my baby's bathwater tonight. And did y'all hear anything? Did you hear anything?
Not a peep.
Note to self.
Yeah.
Lavender, they call it the Swiss Army knife of oils because you can use it for so many different things.
Oh, many.
Yes. So versatile.
Lavender and peppermint too, to me, is used for a lot.
Yeah.
Make sure somebody write that down so I can put that on a poster or banner or something. It's Swiss Army knife of oils,
That's what they call it,
yeah.
Yeah, that's poetic. I like that. It's my first time hearing that.
Yeah.
My first
Stealing it.
I heard it. I'm sure they didn't copyright it. You can put it on a shirt.
Put it on a shirt.
Put it on a shirt.
You'll think it's
like
some creative icon or logo.
I'm ready.
Icon.
So who's next?
Oh, I have
what
one
you
more
got?
One question.
Yep.
Yes.
So with using this platform and, you know, what we're doing, what is the impact that you wanted to have on others?
So partly like you know, just try it. It don't hurt to try. You know, people, they try anything else, you know what I mean? But if you really have a goal, a wellness goal, just do your own research. Do your own research, talk to other people. How does this work for you? You know what I mean? If it's not this oil, it's another oil. But you know, you still want to stay in contact and doing the other things that you were doing. You can implement this with it. You know what I mean? And the fact for me is just that you're trying to do something healthy. You know, it's other things to do, but you're trying to do something. And that's what I want to tell people. And then I feel like everybody, I can't relate to everybody. When I go look up stuff, I want to see people like me doing stuff. You know what I mean? It's great that they're out there, but we talk and think and experience different things. So I can't go to some people that I do see, but I can come to my cousins. And
Right.
we can do it that way.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So it's on all yours, sister cousin.
Okay, thank you, Alana. All right, so I am going to interview super cousin Jazz. Where you at, Jazz? Turn my screen up and see you. Hey, girl.
Hey,
Okay.
girl.
So, how did you get started with oils?
I dabbled into oils a little bit. I would say about 6 or 7 years ago. I just had, one of the diffusers that you get from Bed Bath and Beyond, but it was literally like the kit of oils that comes with it. Your standard oils, lemon, peppermint, lavender, orange. And I fell in love with, kind of like Nakia said, just the natural scent. Them being so calming, you being able to fall asleep or just relax off of that different aroma. Then in 2016, I got ill. The doctors didn't know what was wrong. So I decided to kind of switch over to a holistic lifestyle. And I started to dig into the oils a little bit more. It was literally like the only way that I could fall asleep. The only way I could ease my nerves. The only way I could focus and think straight. I mean, they really made a big difference. So that's what really got me into them. And then I would, put them on my body when I was having aches, discomforts. And I would mix it with some type of carrier oil. And it was absolutely amazing. So from that point forward, I lived by it. Again, I wasn't using the top quality oils, though, I will say that. Funny story is Jocelyn was over my mom. She was having a gathering. And she was telling us all about the oils that she had in her bag that day. Like somebody said, I forgot what they said was going on with them, but she was like, "Oh, try this oil. Rub it right here." Like she was coaching everybody on what to do, where everybody left like, "Oh, I need to try that."
Wow.
And we kind of talked about that because somehow we circle back around to doing this. So,
because that's what your cousins do. Your cousins help you. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much my story. And circling around to August, my mom ended up getting me a starter kit. I was pregnant. She ended up getting me a starter kit for after I had the baby. She knew it would help, relax me and get my mind right and all that stuff. And it was a wonderful gift. And me and Jocelyn were talking more and more about the different oils. And December came, and I'm like, I just need to do this with you. Like, it's time.
I was so excited.
It's time. And the best thing is that she ended up getting me a diffuser. And I used it in labor and delivery. And oh my goodness, it helped so much. It helps so much. Just, when the atmosphere is right, I'm not saying it takes the pain away, obviously, but just to keep your mind on something else and smooth the atmosphere out or whatever. It was great. And the nurses would come in the room and they're like, I've never smelled a labor and delivery room smell so good. And I was just kind of chuckled because they didn't know it was over there.
Right.
And then they came over when they were about to do the C-section and they were like, oh, you have a diffuser in here. That's why it smells so good. I'm like, mm-hmm.
And what did you put in the diffuser?
We needed our coin card.
In the diffuser, I had lavender and peppermint.
Okay.
I had lavender and peppermint. Yep.
Now y'all know for y'all next labor and deliveries.
Ooh.
Her
Cousins, she's talking about her.
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm talking about y'all.
Y'all got some petty cousins too.
Alana.
I know you guys have some petty cousins, okay?
Jocelyn is the petty cousin.
She's a kidless cousin.
She's our petty legal cousin. That's what she is. Okay.
Okay. So Jazz, what do you like to use now? What's your favorite oil or supplement?
So I'm gonna go with Stress Away as well.
Okay.
It is awesome. Anybody around me that's having anxiety issues or just dealing with a lot, Stress Away is what I recommend. I'll give them like a sample of it and they're like, oh, this really works. I need some more. And it's my go-to just to kind of calm my nerves, working from home, being a new mom,
right.
Still trying to balance everything. It really helps me out a lot.
Yeah.
So for overwhelming situations, you like to use your Stress Away. Now, what is your favorite way to apply your Stress Away? Do you like to diffuse it? Do you like it topical? Do you like to just smell it? Or how do you like to apply it?
I like to diffuse it. I'm trying to think what my favorite way is because I really like all of them.
Same, sis, same.
I'll say that because I have on essential oil diffuser jewelry, I like to put the Stress Away on the jewelry and then I can sniff it throughout the day.
Hold it up.
I'll say that.
Come on, jewelry.
Hold on, guys.
Oh, nice.
And then I just take a couple sniffs and it's
good to go.
It gets me right together.
I need another one of those bracelets also, Jazz.
I got, yes, ma'am.
I need some more of those. Like I need different.
I bought y'all some.
I need colored beads and
I need
that comes as a watch, guys.
I got us awesome from Jazz. Like she made us awesome. I just haven't given them to anyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Shame on you. I think I'm the only one here that hasn't tried Stress Away. And I know every time we have a meeting, you guys are talking about it, but I have not tried. I mean, I've been so hooked on the peppermint lavender combo, and I mean, sometimes a little lemon or grapefruit to switch it up. And I just been hooked on that. It's hard for me to imagine something better than that.
The citrus oils are nice too, though. The citrus oils are very nice.
I didn't like Stress Away initially. I did not like it.
Really?
And you know what Ashley told me? It was because what you tell me?
Now they try to renege on it, and I don't know who they is, the powers that be. But when I started oiling, they said the ones that you don't like the most are the ones you need the most.
Yeah.
And people say that's not true. You can't really say that for sure, but your experience has been, your isolated experience has been what? Like you started off hating it, but now
It's gone. And I tell you why. So I put it in the bed one night and my husband was like, I don't like that. I was like, yeah, I don't like that either. And it was like, he was like, no, I don't like that one. But it knocked us out. It relaxed us. I didn't care. I'm like, we don't like it, but we're going to sleep with this stress away.
Yes.
Too funny.
Shameless plug. We're also gonna have some pillow mist available. Let me put that.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
jewelry.
I'll let you guess which cousin I am. I'm selling everything. All right.
Mhm.
Okay, so I have one more question for Jazz. With your experience, since you're the one that just recently had a baby out of all of us, right? And your experience of having a newborn, how can you use your experience with Young Living's oils, essential oils, and maybe try to help someone?
I've actually already
Mm-hmm.
what word do I want to use? Recommended Peace and Calming to two of my friends that had babies in 2020 as well.
That's a good one.
Yep, one of them, she's all out. She's actually about to put her order in Saturday.
Oh, nice.
She's like, no, I need to keep this coming every month. Like, she absolutely loves it.
Okay.
I've used it with my son, I would say maybe about 10 times now. And every time I've kind of used it a different way. Like, I've diffused it.
How old is your baby? Just so they'll know. How old is your baby? Just so they'll
He's
know.
7 months. Yep. So I've put it in the bath water. I've diffused it. I've put it on me and then just kind of lay him by me every time it worked. Every time it worked. So that would be like my number one recommendation. You know, for younger infants, like to definitely use the Peace and Calming. It helps you at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean? It helps the baby, but then it also relaxes and calms you as well.
Yes.
So just imagine, you know, them having a gas issue or, you know, teething. That's what I'm going through right now. Imagine that. And then you do the Peace and Calming and it's like 5 minutes later, you're like, whew. You don't even realize like you calm down. You know what I mean by that?
Right.
You're like, oh,
just at peace. You're calm.
Exactly.
Peaceful.
Literally.
That's the beauty of it. You don't have to use something else for the baby and then something else for you. It's just universal. It's good for the whole family.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Jazz, my cousin Jazz. So I'm gonna turn it on you for your interview.
Okay, and I'm going to interview the lovely Jazz. Say hi, Jazz.
Hey, cousin. We can work on our greeting. You know how we have to pick a name. Like I think we're calling our new friends cousins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Cousins.
That extended family we haven't met yet.
Right. Now they might be related to us because I have over
Yeah, they might be.
on Ancestry DNA says I have, you
know. We do have a big family. We do.
Yeah.
And when it's my turn to interview, the baby wants to start crying. So you probably have to edit that part. Okay, Josh. First and foremost, how did you get started with oils?
I got started with oils when I was in school, grad school. I was just really stressed out and everything I was studying was so boring to me. So I couldn't focus. And so I went on Amazon because I knew about essential oils and I was like, there must be one for focus. And so I bought one off Amazon from another company, another therapeutic grade oil company. And now that I'm with a therapeutic grade oil company, I know that you're never supposed to buy our oils or any other therapeutic grade companies oils from an Amazon type third party.
Distributor.
Yeah, because you
Mhm.
don't know what you're getting. And so I don't know if it was tampered with or if it was diluted, but it did nothing for me. So that's when I knew that essential oils did not work for things like focus or emotions. So I thought. And but I did know that like peppermint peppermint comes from a leaf. So I did believe that if it came from like a leaf, I should be able to add it to tea. I really like to drink tea. And so I started using peppermint oil in my tea. Um, and I noticed I started getting headaches. And the only thing new in my life was the peppermint oil. So I looked at the bottle, of course, and it said not for internal use or for external use only, one of those two phrases. And I just refused to believe it because I'm like, we can eat peppermint
It's from
tea.
a leaf.
Yeah, like how could this not be, how could I not be able to consume it? And it tastes so good. I love it in my tea. And so I went to Whole Foods where I purchased it and I asked someone in the health section about the label. And she was like, girl, don't allow those companies to have you pay triple the price for that little bitty bottle of oil when you could get this great big bottle here for half the price, not even half the price. And so that's what I wanted to hear. So I left.
Being cost efficient.
Yes, I
Yeah.
left. I disregarded that for external use only on her advice, saying what I wanted to hear, that I could use this cheaper oil and it was fine, even though the company who made it said that it wasn't fine for
Mm.
for because what people don't realize when a label says not for internal use or for external use only, it's perfume grade. So
Hmm.
you really shouldn't even use it topically because anything you put on your skin
Goes into
your bloodstream, right? And so
Mhm.
even when people use oils topically that say not for internal use, it's going inside of you. So, like a very smart person, I continued using the oil because I didn't want to pay for therapeutic grade oils at that time. And I continued to have headaches. And then finally one day I was in class with a headache in my big thermos of, poison tea.
Right.
And I thought to myself, I'm probably going to stop drinking this. And what do you know, my headaches went away. And so around that same time, I found our lovely mentor, Dana. We were already friends and we were Facebook friends. And I saw her posting about Young Living. And I knew that there were two companies. And there was the other company, everything I priced was like $1 less or 50 cents less. And that really mattered to me. So I'm like,
Cost efficient once again.
so I'm like, Dana, your oils are more expensive. Why what's different between Young Living and this other company? And she told me about Seed to Seal and how Young Living owned their own farms or they did partner farms, and the farms, the standard for Young Living was even greater than the FDA requires for things to be certified organic. Like they won't plant anything on a farm if it has used any type of chemicals in I think like 50 years or something.
50.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that I was like, I'll pay 50 cents more.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
For
Quality is important.
Yeah.
because I purchased them because at this time I just wanted to be able to put peppermint oil in my tea.
It all started with peppermint.
It all started with
It all
peppermint.
started.
Because remember,
But note that we've all said something about peppermint. So
Mhm.
because at this time, remember, I thought that essential oils could be used like spices, like food.
Mhm.
I didn't believe that they worked for any type of emotional support or any type of focus support. because I had the oil that I purchased on Amazon, I had paid like $30 for a roll-on, which is the price you pay for a therapeutic grade roll-on, and it did nothing for me. So I only wanted to be able to consume my peppermint, but I didn't want to pay $12 for peppermint by itself. And so again, like the time wasn't right. I was still in school, but then I graduated, and my older brother gave me a graduation present, which I used all of it on my starter kit. And I just really wanted peppermint, but I never wanted to pay for just one oil. It did, for some reason, paying for one oil when it came in a kit did not make sense to me. And so that delayed me getting started. But when I did get started, I got the full Monty kit, the starter kit, which is the way that I suggest people get started. And that's when I was like, hey, this frankincense feels different than I feel like I feel something. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like I can focus. And I got it, even though it was a graduation present, I got it the week before my final exams. And I remember using it like during my final exams to focus. And I was like, wow, these do work for focus. And then of course I had the stress away and the and joy. We talked about joy, and it's just been on for me ever since.
Right.
Like I've been oiling for, this is my 5th year using therapeutic grade oils.
All right.
Yeah.
I love that you said frankincense.
Yeah.
I call it the holy oil.
The grounding oil, baby. Yes, it is.
That's biblical. I like my frankincense.
I like frankincense too.
Vetiver, frankincense, like the tree oils have a grounding effect. Per our mentor, Dana, she taught me that. Like the tree oil, I don't know what it is about trees.
Shout out to Dana.
Shout out to
Yes,
Out
Dana.
to Dana.
Dana. Be watching this to support us. We love you and appreciate you.
She is so
Yes,
amazing.
thank you, Dana.
So that's my whole story. It took me 4 years to decide to work the business side, because I looked up one day and I was like, I share a lot. I share a lot on social media about oils, and I give a lot of samples out. What's the difference between that and me working it as a business? And there was essentially zero difference.
Exactly.
And so finally the light bulb went off, and I prayed for a team. I wanted a certain type of girl, because you work really closely with your mentors, you work really closely with the people that you sign up. If you're a good distributor, you take care of your people. And it was like I was like, what is my ideal girl? And I just never dreamed that they were already in my life.
Yeah.
And here we are. And here we are.
I would have never done it. I'm so grateful that it's y'all, because there's so much trust. Obviously, we could all tell each other's moms or grandmas or aunties or sisters, or other cousins.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we just keep each other grounded, balanced, in check. Like, I don't know, it's just a beautiful thing that we have created, and I'm excited for us to create educational content for girls who are like us, looking for a more natural, non-toxic way of life in all categories of life.
Right.
And thank you so much, Jasmine, for that, because this group of cousins right here is going to be a good thing. And just for you for praying for a nice team. This not even all of us, so thank you to you too.
Thank you.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
The interchange is real. I appreciate you ladies so much, and I'm so glad y'all were born and here with me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. We're here with each other.
Yes.
So I hope that everyone got a feel for who we are, and they can sense our sincerity and our love and our, you guys are all very generous. with your products, with your knowledge, with your gifts and your talents. So I know we will do well, and I'm excited to see who we attract to ourselves on this journey and who we get to help.
Yes.
So,
And feeding
Yeah.
off each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. You know, we all have different walks in life. We all are going through different things, and how we all have the oils part of our, our life. How
Right.
it helps each and every one of us. It may be another Jocelyn, Alana, Nakia, Jazz, and Sherelle out there that, they may take something from each one of us. So I'm
Right.
really looking forward to this. This is going to be a great adventure.
it is.
Right.
It
Oh,
already
right.
has
Yeah.
been. And we
So
I'm
Jazz.
excited. I really am excited. And I am glad to be a part of, like this family. That's really what it is. I mean, like when we say cousins, yeah, we mean it as a title, but no, for real, it's really a family.
yeah.
And I wanted an opportunity to be with people that would help me on my holistic journey, if I can say it that way, to just one day at a time find ways to be healthier and to help my family live a cleaner life, and not just be trying to sell me a bunch of products. Like, take your
Exactly.
time, explain it to me.
Exactly.
Why do I need that? What am I doing with it? What am I using it for? What do I need? And and be able to say, yeah, you need this, you don't really need that, or you could replace this, and not just say, here, just go buy that stuff and good luck, sis. Like, I might not even need all that, like,
Yeah.
what do I need that can help me with this situation and that situation, and in that circumstance, to gradually just overhaul my whole life and my family's life for the better. And you don't get that when you're dealing with people that's just trying to sell you stuff. That's why you value conversation with your cousins and your family, because they're genuinely, just trying to help. Big Mom wasn't trying to sell you nothing. She was just trying to, help you. And it's hard to find that, because everybody's always trying to sell something. Like, we offer the products, but we for real want you to just live a better life.
Right.
Y'all auntie told me, she said, how are you ever going to have a profit? You give everything away.
Right.
I have so many samples from you. It's crazy. Like,
she
so
said,
many.
you're never going to have a profit. All you do is, and it's just like, but I seem to continue to get more, so I just feel like that is the way. Like, the more generous you are, I do feel we reap what we sow.
Right.
I have reaped you all. And Nakia, just before we go, any artwork you see, our logo, our videos, you were the missing piece, because we had all these concepts, but we didn't know how to bring them to life.
Right.
And it's so, she's like, her mind is really next level. Like, I asked my mother, I was like, how come your mom, I don't want to put her government out here, but I was like, how come she never told us that Nakia could do all these things? She's like this best kept secret. Why didn't we know? And how is she not? Because I don't know, like, how is she just not out here bragging, on her baby, who's just so talented?
She's very talented.
Very talented.
Extremely talented.
Listen, that's why y'all need to be a part of this team, okay? Because you need some cousins that's gonna gas you up like this, right? Because you need that in your life. And if I'm having a bad day, I'm just gonna play this video back and let my cousins gas me up, right? Don't y'all
Yes.
on the internet like this.
Okay, guys. So
Kia Tank, y'all heard of Shark Tank? Kia Tank.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I just want to ask, did Jazz have any more questions for Jocelyn?
Oh, girl.
I think she answered them all. She answered them all for me.
Okay. No, I just wanted Jazz to have her time to interview.
thank
That's just want to make sure she
you.
had her time. I know we having a good time, but I wanted to make sure. And just to guard everybody's time too. Anybody else have any closing remarks? Any, hey, like, we happy to be on this journey together. I think we kind of already said it before we go. Can we give a last good hey to our premier people?
Hurrah.
And
Yeah.
I'll say this, if you've already been introduced to Young Living Oils, go back to the person who introduced you and get started with your own starter kit. That's the best way. But if you don't yet have a distributor, our contact information will be in the description box, and any of us will be happy to help you get started.
Yes. So we did it, y'all.
We did it. That's Mommy Sherelle, y'all. That's big cousin Mommy Sherelle.
Please understand. That is exactly
Please understand, because you see how Mommy Sherelle jumped in, like, okay, y'all, because y'all know the reunion banquet start in 20 minutes, and we didn't even call our Uber yet. That's Mommy Sherelle.
Well, we want to guard everybody's time. We want to keep a little organized and just keep focused a little bit. I love sitting around talking, but we can talk all day, y'all, all day, all night.
And we do.
We do.
So we just want to keep the focus and, just people watching. And I know they want to probably get off this video and jump to the next video. And go to our next video,
And bring all the questions for your cousins. We
Drop
want
them below.
Yeah. So, okay, guys. So thanks, cousins.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Bye, cousins.
Love you.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.